The day when Messi, just 19, dropped a hat trick in a classic showdown and became Barcelona's new MVP was straight up epic. That legendary game between Barcelona and Real Madrid went down on March 10, 2007 at Camp Nou, with both squads battling for the top spot in La Liga. Barca was loaded with heavy hitters in their lineup like Ronaldinho, Eto'o, Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi, who back then was just a kid grinding to become a legend for the Catalan squad. On the flip side, Real Madrid was stacked with their own set of ballers like Van Nistelrooy, Guti, Raúl, Sergio Ramos, and Casillas. In that intense face-off between two soccer juggernauts, Messi found the perfect chance to show off his ball skills and win over the fans. The ref kicked off the match, and it was zero chill from the start. Just 3 minutes in, Ronaldinho got the ball on the left flank and went on the offensive. Dropping some sick moves, he dodged the defense and made space for the shot, but a defender blocked it. Then, at 4.5 minutes, it was Real Madrid's turn to attack. Higuain, with the ball on the left, whipped it into the box, but it nicked a Barca defender. It landed right to Van Nistelrooy, who was on point and nailed it first time, bagging Real's first goal of the game. That early goal hit Barca hard, putting them on the back foot right from the jump. But the thought of taking an L wasn't even in Messi's head. He was all in to flip the script. A few minutes later, Barca tried to clap back with Ronaldinho on the left attack, juking a player and lobbing a long pass to Messi on the other side. But bummer, the pass was too much, and the Argentine couldn't snag it. At 9.5 minutes, Barca made another play with Xavi, cutting off an opponent's pass. He, with his sharp game vision, dropped a deep pass to Eto'o, who went one-on-one with Real's goalie Casillas, who pulled off an insane save to keep the tie at bay. Now it was Messi's time to shine again in the game. Barcelona was craving that tie like crazy, and that's when the Argentine superstar stepped up. At the 10-minute mark, the Catalan squad kicked off a fresh attack with Eto'o feeding a killer pass to Messi on the right flank, all by himself with no one marking him. The Argentine ace didn't let the chance slip and drilled it into the corner. Goal for Barcelona. At that moment, the stadium, packed with Barca fans, went wild with the tie, and Messi felt like a boss scoring his first goal in an El Clasico. But Barca fans' joy was short-lived, because in less than 2 minutes later, Real Madrid launched a team assault with a series of passes until the ball reached Guti, who, entering the box, got taken down by the opposing defender. The ref immediately called a penalty and slapped Barca's defender, Oliger, with a yellow card. Van Nistelrooy was tapped to take the shot, pumped to bag another goal in the game. The ref gave the go-ahead, and Nistelrooy went for a low shot down the middle, netting his second of the game, giving Real the lead again. Before you keep watching the vid, hit that subscribe button, please! The game was off the hook. Less than 12 minutes in, and 3 goals had been scored already. 18 minutes into the game, Barca tried to level with Messi, spearheading an attack through the middle, dodging and breezing past several opponents before passing to Eto'o, who was unmarked on the left flank. But the Cameroonian striker seemed off his game and once again fluffed a golden chance going one-on-one with Casillas. The game stayed intense, with a bunch of fouls being thrown around, like the harsh foul Sergio Ramos dished out on Ronaldinho 20 minutes into the game in a play that wasn't even a major threat to Real. Ramos got hit with a yellow card. At 23 minutes, Messi got the ball on the right and decided to go solo. The Argentine wizard broke away, leaving the first defender in the dust and made room for the shot, but it got blocked by the opposing defender. Then, at 26 minutes into the game, Barca went for another offensive play, with Ronaldinho getting the ball on the left, taking on the defense, pulling some slick moves, and passing to Eto'o in the middle. The Cameroonian striker got yet another huge chance to score, but ended up blowing it again. And if Eto'o was having an off day, Lionel Messi, on the other hand, was on fire. Less than a minute later, Barca went on the attack again, with Ronaldinho on the left, taking on the defense and breaking into the box. The Brazilian maestro dodged several opponents and took a shot, but Casillas made a solid save. On the rebound, Messi was perfectly positioned and nailed it first time to score his second goal of the match, making it all even again. The Argentine star was stoked about his performance, but he wanted more. At 31 minutes into the game, Barcelona started a new attack, with Xavi passing to Messi on the right, who was again unmarked. But this time, sadly, his aim was off, and the ball went out. Then, at 37 minutes, it was Real Madrid's turn to attack. Van Nistelrooy got the ball on the left and passed to Higuain, who, after controlling it, took a shot from outside the box. But Barca's goalie pulled off an excellent save, stopping the ball from going in. Right after, Barcelona launched a counterattack, with Messi getting the ball in the middle and doing a play with Ronaldinho, who got the ball again in the area. The Brazilian tried to cross to Eto'o, but before the ball could reach him, a Real Madrid defender popped up and managed to kick the ball out. Close to the 43-minute mark, Real star Van Nistelrooy tried a bold shot from a really long distance, keeping it super precise. But luckily for Barca, goalkeeper Victor Valdés was on his game and made the save. Less than a minute later, it was Messi's turn to pop up in the game again. The Argentine ace grabbed the ball on the right and quickly moved up for the attack, smoothly dodging an opposing defender. Then, he passed the ball to Iniesta in the middle, who went for a shot from outside the box. However, Real's goalie was alert and managed to make the save. In the last minutes of the first half, Oliger, Barcelona's defender, committed a severe foul on Gago from Real Madrid without any goal threat. The ref gave him a yellow card, which, added to another he already had, resulted in a red card and his expulsion. This expulsion put Barcelona at a significant disadvantage, forcing the team to play the second half with one player down. Starting the second half, Real Madrid had their first goal chance at 47 minutes. During a counterattack, Sergio Ramos passed the ball to Higuain, who, by not controlling it properly, allowed Barcelona's goalkeeper to advance and make the save. 2 minutes later, Real Madrid pushed forward again, with Higuain carrying the ball through the center and trying to pass it to Guti on the left. Although a Barcelona defender initially intercepted the pass, Guti got the ball back, crossed into the area, and Higuain, in a direct attempt, shot at the goal. However, his shot was too powerful and ended up going past the goal line. At 62 minutes, it was Barca's turn to react, with Ronaldinho picking up the ball in midfield and playing it off with Xavi, who, already inside the box, got the ball back and tried to cross. However, Xavi's attempt at a cross was blocked by the opposing team's defenders, stopping the attack's progress. Shortly after, Barcelona made another attempt, with Messi passing the ball to Ronaldinho on the left. Ronaldinho tried to dribble but got tripped up in the box. Messi snagged the ball back, but under heat, passed it back to Ronaldinho, who ended up losing possession. Then, Real Madrid went for a comeback with a killer pass from Higuain to Van Nistelrooy, who found himself face-to-face with the goalie. He tried to lob it over the keeper, but Victor Valdés pulled off a sick save for Barca, saving them from falling behind. At 66 minutes, Real cooked up another chance against Barca with an insane pass from Robinho on the right to Van Nistelrooy on the left side of the attack. Nistelrooy took control and fired from outside the box, but Victor Valdés once again was there for the save. Right after, Real Madrid set up another attack. This time, Guti, with his killer game vision, delivered a dope pass to Van Nistelrooy on the left side of the attack. Van Nistelrooy managed the ball well, made some space, and went for the goal. But Victor Valdés, yet again on point, made an effective save, preventing another goal. Oliger's red card in the first half really hit Barcelona hard. They were getting major pressure in the second half. It seemed like if things kept up, Real Madrid would score. And that's exactly what happened at 72 minutes when Robinho drew a foul on the right attack. Guti was chosen for the free kick, crossing it into the box, finding Sergio Ramos, who headed it in for Real Madrid's third goal of the game. That goal was a heavy blow to Barca, who at that moment were down to their biggest rivals in a home game with all their fans in the stadium. Shortly after, Barcelona sought the equalizer with Iniesta pulling off a highlight moment. He dribbled past two Real Madrid defenders and shot, but sadly his shot didn't find the target, going out. At 78 minutes, Barca went for another attack with a long pass aimed at Ronaldinho. However, a Real Madrid defender intercepted the attempt, heading the ball, which then ended up with Marquez. He, without hesitating, launched a direct shot from outside the area, but Casillas managed a spectacular save, preventing Barcelona's goal. Right after, Barcelona lost the ball, and Real Madrid launched a quick counterattack with Robinho moving up the field. As they invaded the area, Real swapped passes until the ball reached Van Nistelrooy, who shot at goal. However, his shot was blocked by a Barcelona defender. The game was nearing the end, and Barcelona desperately needed a goal to tie. At 86 minutes, Ronaldinho made a beautiful play, dribbling past three opposing players and then passing to Messi, who took the ball, dribbled past another player, and ended up being taken down in the box. But the ref, shockingly, didn't call a penalty. 2 minutes later, Messi made another attempt to attack, shooting from outside the box, but his aim was way off. and the ball went past the goal line. Messi was all in to tie this game up, and that's exactly what happened in overtime when Ronaldinho passed to Messi. The Argentine star used his insane ball skills to dodge opponents, break into the box, and shoot into the right corner, scoring his third goal and tying the game for Barcelona. At that moment, Barca fans, who were bummed thinking their team was going to lose, suddenly filled with joy with Messi's last-minute goal. And after Messi, at just 19 years old, pulled off that hat trick against their biggest rivals in a packed Camp Nou, he became the newest idol of the Catalan team. That's how a new legend was born, who would become one of the greatest of all time.